So I'm going to go ahead and set the next price target from there. I think we can get to... All right, welcome to Talking Investing. I am Tom, and as always, this is not financial advice. If you're new to the channel, we do a Bitcoin and a Bitcoin miner update almost every day, as well as individual videos on the miners in specific. So if you're interested in this sector, please subscribe to the channel. And if you enjoy this video, please smash the like button. That said, let's take a look at what Bitcoin is doing today. This was all night last night and all this morning. So we were holding this line at 63,000. So in yesterday's video, we said we hoped to hold 63,000. And if we did, we could move up from there. So we did not hold that. It went up and down all night. And then at 8 o'clock this morning, it broke to the downside. So from 8 o'clock this morning until 10 o'clock this morning, so that's about a 2-hour window, we went from a high of 63,205 to a low of 61,577. So that's about $1,700 in about 2 hours. I drew a very small line here representing the low of the day. And if you'll see, that comes right in just about where we broke out yesterday morning at around 5 o'clock in the morning. We had this breakout from this same point. So it looks like we came down and retested that point. And then since 10:30, we've been on the move upward. So let me zoom out a little bit and show you what the bigger picture looks like on Bitcoin. Because obviously, as we go into a few of the Bitcoin miners, one of the biggest factors on their daily trading is what is Bitcoin doing. Okay, so I've switched from the 15-minute candles to the 2-hour candles to give us a little bit bigger picture. So just a few days ago, we added this line to the chart. And this line started at our all-time high on October 20th. And basically, we had a touch point here and here and here. So this has been some short-term resistance since we hit our all-time high at around $67,000 on October 20th. But you'll see that about on midnight, November 2nd, we broke through this line of resistance and we have stayed above it ever since. So I remain bullish on Bitcoin in the big picture. So I think November is going to be an excellent month. However, on any given day, we could trade up or down. I want to kind of look at where our levels of support are and where we might break to the upside if we break upwards. The last two 2-hour candles are green. So it does seem like we're headed back up. But that's very temporary, so not sure where we're going to go. So this is a very strong line of support. I do not expect that we're going to retest this. I don't think we're going to retest either of these lines, but I do like to show that, we don't know what could happen. We could go bounce off of this before we go back up, or we could go bounce off of this. So depending on when that is, I would expect this line at 59,000 to be a very strong line of support. And I have said I don't think we're going below that at this point in the bull run. So that doesn't mean it can't happen. I don't have a crystal ball, so we'll have to wait and see. But I'm fairly confident that that's a strong, strong line of support. So I'm going to kind of say the same thing I said yesterday. If we can get above this 63,000 and hold that as support, I think we can start our march back to 67,000 over the next week or two. And again, in general, I remain very bullish on Bitcoin. So we look at these because on any given day, there are ups and downs. So I like to try to see what's happening in the short term, but I remain bullish for the rest of the year, at least on Bitcoin. I know the number $98,000 is floating around for the end of November. That is not my target number for Bitcoin. That would be great. I hope that they're right and I'm wrong. I'm looking at more like $75,000 to $80,000. $98,000 would be great. That would be even better. So Bitcoin is down today, so we're mostly red today. Now, at the open this morning and at earlier points in the morning, a lot of these stocks were down 4, 5, 6, 7%. Things have started to recover since then, so we're not at our lows of the day by any means. The trading day is not over, so I don't know where we're going to be by the time you guys see this. I'm going to run through where we are. Right now, it's 1:30 Eastern Standard Time on November 3rd. So if we run down the Bitcoin miners, Bitcoin's down about 1% on the day. Bitfarms is up 5.46%. So it continues its streak. This is a 3-day run for Bitfarm that is spectacular, and we will look at that chart in specific. So Hive is down 2.06%. Cleanspark at the moment is down 2.6%. Marathon's down 2.73%. Argo Blockchain's down 3.95%. HUT is down 4.2%. Riot is down 0.16%. I did a video on Riot earlier today. I recommend watching that. They had some very big news, and that's why they're outperforming a little bit. They're almost at break even. I would have thought they'd have been green today. Maybe they will be by the end of the day. Cypher is down 6%. Bit Digital is down 1.5%. Any is down 3.18%. Gree is down 2.77%. DigiHost, which has also been on a very good run since it did a reverse stock split a few days ago, is green at the moment, up 1.21%. That's a rundown of the miners. Now let's take a look at a few in specific. The first one I want to look at is HUT 8, because HUT 8 is currently down over 4%. So these are rare opportunities. Over the last month, since September 29th, I'm marking as the beginning of this bull run that we're in the middle of, because that was the low. We have not had a lot of pullbacks in HUT 8. HUT 8 has had a spectacular run. Even over the last few days, from October 29th through to November 2nd, which is only a few days, HUT was up over 28%. So it has pulled back off of those highs. So I will let you know, and again, this is not financial advice. You guys have to make your own decisions. I did buy some HUT options today. I felt like this was a very nice buying opportunity. Again, there's not a lot of pullbacks in this. HUT has been on a very good run. I expect that run to continue. My very short-term price target is $16. So we're at $14.80 right now. So buying opportunity, in my opinion, for HUT. Next, I want to look at Bitfarm. So from November 1st to now, which is only November 3rd, Bitfarms is up almost 28%. So that has been a spectacular run. I expect this run to continue because Bitfarms dramatically underperformed all of the other miners in the month of October. So September was a rough month for all the miners. October was a very good month for most of the miners, with a few exceptions, Bitfarms being one of them. So Bitfarms has a lot of catching up to do. I did a video on Bitfarms a couple days ago. You may want to watch that. I think they're poised for a very big run up. We are now only 8% away from my short-term price target. And I have to tell you, just a few weeks ago, that price target seemed absolutely ridiculous to everybody who was watching. We are now up, just basically in the last week, we're up about 40%. So big run up in Bitfarms. I don't see them cooling off until they at least reach this short-term price target. I'm not adding to my position today, given that it's on a nice run, but Bitfarms has been behaving very well. Cleanspark. Cleanspark is another one that we hit our price target on. And again, from October 18th to our high on November 2nd, so that's only about a 2-week window, Cleanspark was up 43%. So this was another price target that kind of looked out of reach just a few weeks ago, but we've actually passed it. And what's better than that is on the open today, we actually went down and retested this. So I think this price target has turned into a line of support for Cleanspark. So if I go to the 2-hour candles and give us a little bit bigger picture, you'll see that my next price target is at $25.22. So from where we are right now, intraday, to the next price target is 16.8% away. So these are short-term price targets, 2 to 4 weeks. And with Bitcoin doing what it's doing, you know, I would not be surprised if everything got there even faster than that. Once again, I don't have a crystal ball. Bitcoin could go back and test some lines of support. That is certainly possible. I will say one thing. There's been a euphoria through the last half of October and into November. And everybody's got this $98,000 number in mind. Just based on that euphoria, sometimes Bitcoin is going to get ahead of itself. People will leverage themselves, and that's going to allow for some pullbacks. So I think we're going to see a great November, but I do think we will have a few pullbacks in the middle, and those will be buying opportunities in my opinion. So this is DigiHost. They just did a 3-for-1 reverse stock split because they currently trade in Canada, and they are looking to list themselves on the NASDAQ. In order to get their share price to a point that was acceptable for the NASDAQ, they had to do a reverse stock split, which oftentimes does not go well for a company. However, the exact opposite happened right here. So from October 28th, which is the day they did the split, until today, November 3rd, so again, that's less than a week ago, they're up 54%. So DigiHost is on a massive run. But this was another one that was dramatically underperforming. If you look at their chart, price affected for the stock split, they were up around $14. So that was double what they are right now. And even just on May 24th, they were up near $8. So that has been my price target, my short-term price target, but we are now only 8% away from that. So I'm going to go ahead and set the next price target from there. I think we can get to $9 in the next 30 to 60 days in DigiHost. That would be over a 25% run up. So that's my little bit longer than usual, but still short-term price target for DigiHost. Lastly, I want to take a quick look at Riot. Riot is down 0.34%, so it's hovering around break even on the day. But if you watch my Riot video, you will see they are doing very well. So this momentary cool off for them, I also believe represents a buying opportunity. I did add to my Riot position this morning. Again, this is not financial advice. Just because I did it doesn't mean you should do it. I have a pretty diverse portfolio of the Bitcoin miners. I don't hold them all, but I hold many of them. So please make your own decisions when it comes to buying stock, because in the end, it's your money. Having said that, we have a little bit of a cool off here at the moment in Riot, and I have a short-term price target of $40 for Riot. So if we go from where we are right now up to my short-term price target, that would be about a 26% increase in Riot, and I'm expecting that in the next couple of weeks. I think as soon as Bitcoin gets back on track, Riot will continue to run again. The great news that it had today isn't even really priced in because this is a down day. So I'm looking for a big run up in Riot. So that's my look at Bitcoin and the Bitcoin miners. And again, we cover Bitcoin and the miners a lot on this channel. So please, if you're interested in that content, subscribe to the channel. We're getting close to 4,000 subscribers. So do us a favor and help us get to 4,000. And thanks so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.